celebrating key moments in her career. If you're into cutting-edge digital collectibles, don't miss Panini's NFT platform at nft.paniniamerica.net. Some of the first opportunities to collect this year's rookie class. Check out the most popular brands, Prism, Select, Donruss. No better way to get ready for the upcoming season than a box of cards from Panini. Visit paniniamerica.net or make sure you download the app, the Panini Direct app. Panini America, the official trading cards and NFTs of the Dan Patrick Show.
Look what the crew posted. They're having so much fun without us. We're having fun. Okay, road trip selfie.
Okay, just one. I'm driving.
Cringe. Okay, let's do that again.
Okay, just one more. I'm trying to focus on the road.
Don't flaunt your bad side. Take action against distraction. This message brought to you by the Northeast Texas Regional Mobility Authority.
Get all the weather information you need from right now to later in the week at ktbb.com. Keep up with the changes and be ready for what you're planning. The latest weather information, anytime, on any screen. East Texas weather can change in a matter of minutes. Know what's going on so you can be ready. Accurate weather information for anywhere in the world from anywhere you are, anytime. Click weather at ktbb.com. Powered by Southside Bank. Discover banking with a hometown touch.
If you live in rural America, you're on a septic system.
That's Joey Ritchell, owner of Joey Ritchell Septic and Sanitation.
Once a system has been installed, it needs routine pumping. It needs to be cleaned out. It's like driving your car and not changing the oil. All the water and all the sludge needs to be removed from that because you want to keep that from getting to your field lines. If it starts giving you problems, then you've waited too late to even really do anything about it.
When Joey Ritchell Septic and Sanitation maintains your septic system, you can count on experienced expert service.
Everybody's licensed. They're all uniformed, so you're going to know who we are when we show up at your house. If they don't have a uniform on, it's not us. We don't want to just service your septic system for one time. We want to service your septic system for a lifetime.
For septic system installation, maintenance, and repairs, let Joey Ritchell Septic and Sanitation be the company you count on. Joey Ritchell Septic and Sanitation, East Texas #1 septic service company. Online at ridgleseptic.com. Joey Ritchell Septic and Sanitation.
The UT Tyler Cowan Center kicks off the new season with a huge concert celebration of one of America's greatest legends, Michael Feinstein, in Because of You, my tribute to Tony Bennett, featuring the Carnegie Hall Ensemble, a Francis Cowan Gibson classical music event. The concert is sponsored by Maggie Roth and Tim and Michelle Brookshire. Join us when Michael Feinstein celebrates Tony Bennett with the Carnegie Hall Ensemble, Thursday, September 26th. Tickets on sale now. CowanCenter.org.
Looking for Grand Slam savings on a Texas side selection? Well, the easy choice is Orr GMC in Longview, a proud part of the Greg Orr Auto Collection. At Orr GMC, we offer unbeatable deals and a massive inventory of new and certified pre-owned vehicles to fit every need and lifestyle. Whether you're after the powerful GMC Sierra, the spacious GMC Yukon, or the versatile GMC Terrain, Orr GMC has you covered. Our dedicated team is here to provide you with top-notch service and help you find the perfect vehicle at a price you'll love. Plus, with easy and the lowest financing and ongoing special offers, driving home in your new Orr GMC is easier than ever. So let us exceed your expectations with Grand Slam savings on a Texas-size selection at Orr GMC in Longview. For more, please visit orrgmclongview.com, where we are professional grade. Or come see us at North 400 Spur 63 in Longview.
Having the right team on your side matters, and that includes the right legal team. Sinclair Law will step up to the plate when life throws you a curveball. The attorneys at Sinclair Law have the knowledge and experience to guide you and your family through life's biggest challenges. Family law, divorce, child custody, criminal and juvenile defense, wills and probate. Sinclair Law is on your team so you can focus on the most important things in your life. Attorneys for you, your children, and your grandchildren. Online at SinclairLawTyler.com. SinclairLawTyler.com.
This is your home for the Texas Rangers. 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. You're on the team.
Previously on the Herd.
Let's get it.
What makes the Bears and Caleb Williams so fascinating is that they've done the impossible in the NFL. They've never had a great quarterback ever for an extended period. Never had a single quarterback ever throw for over 4,000 yards.
A new day in the Herd starts now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
You guys can laugh at me all you want.
This is the Herd.
Oh, yeah.
With Colin Cowherd.
I'm setting the tone.
Best show on radio.
This is the Herd.
Broadcasting live from Los Angeles. The Herd with Colin Cowherd starts now.
Here we go. NFL season starts tonight. Chiefs Ravens live in Los Angeles. It's the Herd. Wherever you may be and however you may be listening, thanks for making us part of your morning, your afternoon. 1 hour from now, my final NFL predictions going into the season. Couple of alterations. That's it. Feel very strongly. Kind of like the Chiefs tonight. Not in love with it. Be very careful about this opening week, J-Mac. Also, we'll do our Big Ten bets, a new thing we introduce on Thursdays at the end of the second hour. We line up, go against each other for the year. Big bets, Big Ten bets. Texas-Michigan this weekend is unbelievable. So here we are. I'm so glad I'm in sports and not politics. It's all joy and happy and finality and standings. We're lucky what we do for a living, right?
Very fortunate. Hashtag blessed.
All right, here we go. Let's just start here. I always do Super Bowl bubbles about once a month, once every 5 weeks. I'll do you a Super Bowl bubble. Here's my Super Bowl bubble to start the season. For the radio audience, I think there's, to be honest, 7-8 teams should be favorites. In the NFC, Detroit, Green Bay, San Francisco, I'm high on the Rams. In the AFC, the Texans, the Bills, Josh Allen, Mahomes, Kansas City, and the Ravens. I think 4 teams are just on the outside. I've got a question I need to see resolved. Philadelphia, love the roster, love the quarterback, love almost everything. Ownership, GM. I'm a little worried about the coach and the quarterback relationship and the coach overall. Cincinnati, Joe Burrow's health. I wish I had the Jets defense and Miami's offense as one team, but they're so good at one thing. Jets defense, Miami offense. I'll keep them on the periphery, but there's hope here. So there you go. 8 in the bubble and 4 on the outside. This may change. We always have a surprise team, but that feels right. I really think the Texans have a legitimate chance to get to a conference championship. They have turned that franchise around with the right coach, the right GM, and the right quarterback. All these teams have one thing in common. They have a good quarterback. I know, Brock Purdy, but he has 111 passer rating. He's a good quarterback. I don't think he's a star, but he's a good quarterback. But they don't all have an established, proven coach. We don't know what Robert Saleh really is. But tonight, what you're seeing, frankly, is what the model of the league is. Chiefs-Ravens, the 2 winningest teams in this sport since the Patrick Mahomes era started. Ownership, front office, coach, quarterback, roster, drafting, development. This is how you do it. And yet, Baltimore, one of the 2 model franchises in the league, always leaves us unsatisfied, proving how difficult it is to win in this sport. Mostly because of 2 people. In the last decade, 2 people have had a stranglehold on this league. One is retired Tom Brady. One is moving into his prime, been there probably a couple of years, Patrick Mahomes. 5 of the last 6 trophies have been hoisted by Brady or Mahomes, and 8 of the last 10 Super Bowls, Brady or Mahomes have appeared in it. So you and I, for the next 6 months, can talk about speedy wide receivers and tough tight ends and clever running backs and smart coordinators and brilliant young offensive coaches. Brady and Mahomes. And even the quarterbacks capable of beating Mahomes in a January game. Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. Lamar Jackson kind of freezes in the headlights. Josh Allen, one too many mistakes. It illustrates once again just how damn hard it is to win. And it's why I support Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. It's really hard to beat legends. Go ask Peyton Manning and Big Ben with Brady. And go ask Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. It's just incredibly hard. Kansas City's got everything right. Owner, front office, president, GM, quarterback, weapon, pass rusher, draft, develop. They got everything right. And Baltimore's got almost everything right. And that's this sport, inches, not feet. And Tom Brady earlier this week on this show talked about the challenges tonight for Baltimore and the opening game of the season.
When you lose in the playoffs, you want to think about how are we going to get over the hump next year? What do we need to do? Where are our deficiencies? Where can we get a little better? How can we improve our team a little bit so when we get in these big games, we're more prepared than the other team. We got more margin of error. And look, to win a Super Bowl is absolutely incredibly difficult. There's only one team that does it. Baltimore wants what the Chiefs got, and that's why you lead the season off the way they have it, Ravens-Chiefs.
For the record, Brady's best offense never won a Super Bowl. He had a 10-year gap. The best player that's ever played, the most dominant, productive player, Tom Brady, won a decade, no Super Bowls. And those were his best offenses. Randy Moss teams. Blew people out. That's how hard it is. That's the challenge for Baltimore. But Barkley was great and couldn't beat MJ. Phil was great. Couldn't get past Tiger enough. It's just really hard to beat legends. Speaking of legends, right now, the most consistent culture creator in American football, college or pro, is Jim Harbaugh. It's not Saban, he's retired. It's not Parcells, he's gone. Belichick, nope. Urban Meyer in college, doing TV. It's Jim Harbaugh. Pre-Harbaugh, do you remember how bad Stanford was? 1-11. Oh, they were good at the academic thing. They were horrible at football. His first year at Stanford, they flew down to Los Angeles as a 40-point underdog and beat the Trojans, who were number 2 in the country in Los Angeles. The San Francisco 49ers, pre-Harbaugh, had not made the playoffs in 8 years. The roster was a mess. They had no culture. Year 1 with Harbaugh, 13-3, NFC Championship, with a quarterback that was viewed as a bust, Alex Smith. Michigan was a tire fire pre-Harbaugh, 5-7, 1 first-round pick, a left tackle, Taylor Lewan. 1 first-rounder in 4 years, pre-Harbaugh. First year, 10-3. And oh, by the way, this last year, what do they have? 13, 14 guys drafted? Stanford was a disaster. Niners were a disaster. Michigan was a disaster. And now, here comes Houdini. Pre-Harbaugh, the Chargers last year had a virtual mutiny with their players. 5-12, worst locker room in the league, worst big play defense in the league with a defensive coordinator, and Jim walks into the building. By the way, a brand new building in El Segundo, California. It's gorgeous. And here's the guy that does this better than anybody currently coaching football. He is the greatest repetitive culture creator. But this time, it's not a total rebuild. Khalil Mack, Bosa off the edge. His first draft pick, Joe Alt, best tackle in the draft to go along with Rashawn Slater. Edge rushers, tackles, above average. Oh, Justin Herbert. Nothing against Alex Smith or his first quarterback at Michigan. But Justin Herbert's really good. Jim Harbaugh this week, who was a quarterback in the NFL, I think he's got a little twinkle. He's been very optimistic. He's almost been funny this entire offseason. Why? Because this isn't the Stanford rebuild. This isn't the Niner rebuild. This isn't the Michigan rebuild. He's got Justin Herbert, and here's Harbaugh on him.
He's like a human computer chip, for a brain. It's just the way he thinks, the way he can, go through information, get to the, absorb it, retain it, remember it, disseminate it. I mean, it's really impressive.
He's always reminded me, Jim Harbaugh, a little of the late Steve Jobs. Jobs wasn't the best engineer, right? There were smarter people in the building. But he understood, unlike Microsoft at the time, the artistry of it. He was selling imagery, and he knew what he wasn't. Harbaugh's not the best scheme guy in the NFL. Could be Kyle Shanahan, not the best scheme guy. But the ability to change cultures, college and pro, is a real thing, and nobody in the world is better at it. And I got into this discussion a couple of months ago, and somebody said, God, Harbaugh's really lightened up. He's like funny and likable. And I'm like, because Jim sees what he's never seen before, which is a top 5 quarterback in a rebuild. He usually had to go trade for one, find one, recruit one. Now he's got one. And that's why he's so happy. Happier than ever as he embarks on weekend 1 against the Raiders. J-Mac, who's got it better than us? Nobody has got it better than us.
Yeah, I'll agree. I'll go ahead and agree with you there. Except the only problem is, I don't know what to do with the Chiefs-Ravens game tonight. You might be right. Yesterday you were like, just watch it. It's going to be great.
Yeah. My take is Kansas City, Steve Spagnuolo, who is in a short list of the best defensive coordinators in the league with a very good defense, almost all of them returning, has had a little bit of wizardry. He's had Lamar's number in the matchups. That's an advantage. That's a coordinator advantage. They've had a lot of time to prepare for a quarterback they've had success with. Also, Kansas City lost this game last year to Detroit. So they're not overlooking anybody. They got nipped last year. Remember, they weren't quite ready to go. They've also, I think, upgraded their receiving core. Rashee Rice established himself. You got Worthy, the kid out of Texas, they like a lot. They brought in Juju Smith-Schuster that knows their offense. I would go Kansas City here. I think it's close. Maybe a little low scoring. It's a feeling out process in the first quarter, but this is what the NFL does better than any league. And the NBA is pretty good at it too. They understand they're a TV product. This is the game you'd want for week 1. This is the game.
The problem is all we've talked about for the Chiefs all summer is Super Bowl, 3-peat. Can they do it? Yeah. This game ain't circled on the calendar. But Baltimore, is locked in after getting destroyed and kind of embarrassed in the AFC Championship.
No.
They're at home.
It was a clunker.
Terrible game plan. The offensive coordinator, even Harbaugh. By the way, I saw Harbaugh 12-4 against the spread in week 1 games in his career. He's going to be dialed in. They're going to be ready. Yeah. I don't know if there's urgency for the Chiefs in week 1 to show up and we got to win this game,
Fair enough. Cyber criminals are finding new ways to steal your data, my data, our data, including tapping into your device while it charges. Yeah, public chargers with USB ports, stay away. Hackers can use them to install tracking programs to monitor your activity. It's important to understand how cybercrime and identity theft are affecting our lives. That's why LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for risk to your identity, like loans taken out in your name or crimes committed by thieves pretending to be you. If you become a victim of identity theft, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist works to fix it. Guaranteed your money-back terms apply. Protect yourself with LifeLock. You can save up to 40%, 40, off your first year. Promo code HERD. Call 1-800-LifeLock, HERD.
I am dedicated. I am TNT.
Team in Training will change your life with a marathon, half marathon, triathlon, or a cycle event, and you'll change the lives of blood cancer patients. Join TNT, fundraise for blood cancer patients, train with world-class trainers, and be part of the most exciting endurance sports events in the country. Or train on your own schedule with TNT Flex.
Join TNT now. Go to teamintraining.org.
Hi, it's Colin. You may have a pair of headphones you like, but the battery life is too short, or maybe they don't fit your ears properly. JLab is crafting headphones, earbuds, and work accessories designed for everyday use. The J-Buds Lux over-ear headphones are perfect for noise-canceling travel. I use them. Discover your perfect pair of headphones. Look for the JLab Blue Box at Walmart, Target, Best Buy, and more, or just visit jlab.com.
is The Herd. Wow, 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 wow. With Colin Cowherd.
What makes the Bears and Caleb Williams so fascinating, I'm looking at all these 1 o'clock games Sunday. Titans, Bears, I'm locked. I may not even go red zone. I may just turn that thing on and watch every play. Like, it is fantastic. And what makes Chicago so fascinating is that they've done the impossible in the NFL. They've never had a great quarterback ever for an extended period. Niners have had 4 or 5. Packers have had 4 or 5. Eagles have had 3 or 4 or 5. Bears, none. Never had a single quarterback ever throw for over 4,000 yards. That's like being a casino and never making money. How do you not have one quarterback ever that's thrown for 4,000 yards? They don't have a quarterback that's ever thrown for over 30 touchdowns. Even Blake Bortles did that in Jacksonville. What the hell's going on with Chicago? Well, it's the weather. No, it's not, because Green Bay and Buffalo had it all the time.
This is The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
Wow.
Weekdays at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific.
Hey, Jack, what you got there?
Roy, this is Texas green sauce, and it is fabulous.
What's so great about it?
Son, we live in a world that has food, and that food needs flavor. Deep down in places that you don't talk about at parties, you want Texas green sauce in your kitchen. You need Texas green sauce in your kitchen.
Well, let me try it then.
You want the original, or do you want the hot?
I want the hot.
You want the hot?
I want the hot.
You can't handle the hot.
Texas green sauce goes great with just about anything.
Or you may just eat it straight out of the jar, whatever your little heart desires.
Check out our new website, TexasGreenSauce.com, for recipes or to order online.
Texas green sauce is available at Sweet Gourmet in Tyler, the White House Farmers Market, and Black Hawk Creek Grill in White House, Texas.
Hey, Jack, you think you might need to switch to decaf?
That's not a bad idea, Roy boy. Texas green sauce. Insanely good. Incredibly unique.
Check us out at TexasGreenSauce.com, TexasGreenSauce.com.
Take your food from good to great.
Fly high to the Wing Zone. Wing Zone hot chicken and wings, West Southwest Loop and Tyler. Wing Zone has bigger and juicier wings, plus chicken sandwiches and tenders in all 21 awesome flavors. New sides like loaded tots, fries, and fried pickles. They even have juicy cheeseburgers. Watch the games with the best beer prices in town. Stay a while. Fly high at Wing Zone hot chicken and wings. Corner of the Loop and Kinsey Drive, Kinsey Crossing Center, Tyler. Order online at wingzone.com.
Honey, is there a problem with the air conditioning?
Yep, I called Coy.
You mean Coy Dot Air Conditioning?
Yes, they fix any problem, service any brand, and it's like having a neighbor in your home.
And Coy Dot is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
For anything air conditioning, call Coy. Online at CoyDon.com. Texas Air Conditioning License 801-6084C.
Coy Dot Air Conditioning, just call Coy.
Coy Dot Air Conditioning.
Do you like people who only talk about themselves and never speak to you? Well, neither do your potential customers. At Group M7, we know firsthand what differentiates successful marketing campaigns from failures. Does your business just talk about itself? When was the last time you spoke deliberately about your customers' problems? Successful businesses don't talk about themselves until they've addressed their customers' problems. Because, let's face it, people care about you in as much as you can benefit them. Your customers are looking for someone who can help them solve their problems. They want to be the hero of their story. So, how can your marketing be more customer-centric? Be clear and concise. Talk about your customers' problems with empathy. Put your customer in the driver's seat. They're solving their own problem. You're helping them. After all, who doesn't want to be the hero of their own story? If you don't make your customer the hero, they'll find someone else who will. Stop getting in your own way. Stop losing to your competitors. Start investing in marketing that works. Visit GroupM7.com today to learn more.
Take the Team Sports Radio with you wherever you take your smartphone. Download the Team Sports Radio mobile app, free for Apple and Android. Listen live wherever you are in the world. Stay up to the minute on local and national sports. It's free, it's easy, and it works on Apple and Android. Just search the Team FM Sports Radio in the App Store or on Google Play. The Team Sports Radio mobile app is powered by Kelly Community Federal Credit Union. If you live, work, or worship in Smith County, you can bank with Kelly Community Federal Credit Union.
JLab headphones, I'm hooked. JLab's got the best audio products in the game. They're ready to take care of you this football season. Check it out. Find the blue box at Best Buy, Target, Walmart, and more, or visit JLab.com. You're now entering the No Bull Zone, sponsored by Credible Great Rates, none of the bulls. So all distractions in the NFL are not equal. And the Kansas City Chiefs open the season at home against Baltimore tonight. And there's this sense that it's been a very noisy offseason for Kansas City. And I would argue again, not all distractions are equal. Take Kansas City and the Jets. The Jets' issues could be disruptive. They need a pass rusher, and he's held out. They thought they had him, and then they didn't, and then he held out, and he's still not starting. And they have an offensive coordinator that they strongly considered hiring another coach to call plays for him. The quarterback took a shot at the coach. Coach took a shot at the quarterback, rebuilding the O-line. Those are disruptions that could affect a locker room or an outcome. Kansas City's issues, to me, aren't disruptive. Rashee Rice in the offseason, a young kid did something stupid. It's called your 20s. The players had his back, and so did the team. Harrison Butker, politics. Most of the players agree with him. It's politics. Nobody cares in that.